What are the primer books in Christian Light Education's Learning to Read program, and do you actually need to buy them? These 4 little books that you see right here, these are called the primer books. Each one of these little books is packed with short phonics-based stories, but the most important part is that the phonics skill that your child's practicing within these stories goes right along with whatever the lesson was for that day. So these are not just fun little extras, these are a key part of the program. So I'm going to show you an example here. This is book number 2 out of 4, and right here at the front of each book, it shows you what lesson each story goes along with. So these lessons right here will match the lessons in your light units. The underlined words that you see in each story, those are what we call their star words. Some of you might know that better as sight words. And when they underline the words throughout the story, this really helps my kids with their confidence because they know if it's an underlined word, that is a word that we've practiced and a word that they should know. Another thing that these primer books do, which I absolutely love, is that when there's a word that the child doesn't know, like the word apples, for example, this is not a word that we've learned, actually use pictures instead of putting a word in that the child doesn't know. I cannot emphasize to you enough how important that is for their confidence, for their fluency, for their reading stamina. So many other programs that I've tried throw in these random words that your child hasn't learned yet, and it really just causes so much frustration, especially when they're at this young age. They need that confidence boost. Now I want to show you the difference between book number 1 and book number 4 so you can get a real idea of how far your child's going to go in this program. Starting off with book number 1, this is about as basic as it gets. This is when your child is still learning their vowel sounds and their very short little star words you can see underlined here. Little sentences like Nan got Sam when we're focusing on that A sound. Now look at the stories that your child's going to be able to read by the end of the program, book number 4. This seriously blew my mind when we started this program. They're reading full-on paragraphs now. Still have those star words underlined. They do still include pictures for words that they might not know yet. And if you stick to this program, your child's going to have no problem reading the stories in this 4th book. Now, keep in mind that Christian Light Education sells all of the components for each of their programs a la carte style. So when you buy the Learning to Read program, these primer books are not going to be included. And now that I'm homeschooling multiple kids with Christian Light Education, I actually really appreciate that everything can be purchased separately because I only had to purchase these books one time and then I can just reuse them for each of my children. And they're honestly super inexpensive to begin with. You can look through the entire Learning to Read program on Christian Light Education's website. That's christianlight.org, or I have it linked to my page. They've got free PDF samples on there of all of the light units, the teacher's guides. You can scroll through, see what it all entails. And then let me know in the comments if you want a deeper flip through or if you want me to show you more about how this all connects. Seriously, best program